Why would the Olympics force a peaceful country like Liechtenstein to make a big change to their national flag? Well, after digging through the historical archives the past week, I'll be revealing exactly what happened at the Olympics, as well as the changes made to the Liechtenstein flag after the big incident. Welcome to this Flags in 50 Places. But first, let's dive into the history of Liechtenstein and their flag. Imagine, if you will, a place so snug you could jog across it before your morning coffee gets cold. Well, Liechtenstein's for you, a pocket-sized powerhouse nestled between Switzerland and Austria. And with a population just shy of 40,000, it's the kind of place where everybody probably knows your name. And if they don't, well, give it a week. Now rewind to the 17th century, a time of fancy wigs and even fancier titles, when Holy Roman Empire Matthias decided that Karl I of Liechtenstein was a prince material. Karl's son, Hans Adams, then went on a shopping spree, but not for shoes or ships or sealing wax. He went and bought himself a lordship of Schellenberg and the country of Vaduz. Yep, he bought lands right from under the nose of the Holy Roman Empire himself. Talk about a bold move. But fast forward to 1866, Liechtenstein said Auf Wiedersehen to the German Confederation and strutted into the Independence Club with its head held high. And initially, they waved a flag of gold above red, colours that screamed, "Look at us, we're royal!" But then Prince Joseph Wenzel waltzed in, a man so beloved he could have invented the term People's Prince, and this chap was no ordinary fellow. Even though Liechtenstein didn't have an army, Joseph was really good at making friends and deals. He made sure Liechtenstein was taken seriously in Europe without having to fight. He was smart about it, making sure Liechtenstein got along well with other countries and kept its good name. But Joseph wasn't just about strategy, he had a soft spot for the arts. On a trip to Naples, he didn't just bring back souvenirs, he commissioned a portrait by renowned artist Francesco Solimena. And having a taste for the arts, Joseph decided the national flag needed a makeover, swapping horizontal stripes for vertical and trading gold for blue. Because why not? Fashions change, and so do flags. This style stuck until 1921, when Liechtenstein thought, this is old, let's mix things up again. And so they made an epic change. Very nice, but hold on to your hats, because the flag's biggest glow-up was yet to come in 1937. But why is this flag such a big deal, you ask? Well, we'll get to that cliffhanger in a bit. But flags, you see, aren't just pieces of cloth flapping in the wind. They're like a cover of a country's autobiography, with each colour and symbol spilling the tea on the country's deepest secrets. Take the US flag, for example, 50 stars chit-chatting about the states. But what's the meaning behind Liechtenstein's flag? Well, taking a look at the canvas splashed with bold blue and vibrant red. It's not just a flag, it's a storybook, fluttering in the breeze, each colour whispering ancient tales and cheeky secrets. At the top we've got blue, a shade of summer sky in Liechtenstein that's so breathtaking it makes a grown man weep. This isn't just any blue, it's the kind of blue that sings endless possibilities and the kind of freedom that birds probably tweet about. It's a reminder to the folks of Liechtenstein that the sky's not just the limit, it's just the beginning. Then there's the red, glowing like the cosiest of evening fires that light up every home in this tiny titan of a country. This red doesn't just mean stop at the traffic lights, it's a shout out to the warmth and hospitality that Liechtensteiners are famous for. It's a colour of hearty welcome mat, saying, welcome, come on in. We've got stories, maybe some pie, and resilience, you bet. This red is the badge of the nations that's smaller but mighty, punching way above its weight in class. But now for the juicy stuff. What actually happened at the 1936 Olympics that forced Liechtenstein to change their flag? Well, flashback to the event, and you have a spectacle of the sport, the first ever Olympics to grace the silver screens in public viewing rooms from Potsdam to Berlin. It was all glitz, glam and historic debut of the torch relay. But amidst the excitement, teams from Haiti and Liechtenstein found themselves in a strange situation. They were waving the same flag. Yes, in a world before Wikipedia, where the internet was just a twinkle in Tim Berners-Lee's eyes, these two tiny oceans apart countries discovered their flag twin status in the most public way possible. Imagine their surprise, like showing up to a prom in the same dress as your arch nemesis. only there was no quick change room. Back then, snapping a pic wasn't exactly cheap, and with colour photography as rare as a unicorn in a haystack, even if you saw the flag double, you'd probably just squint and wonder if you'd had one too many at the concession stand. Liechtenstein, snug and landlocked, and Haiti, an island nation basking in the Caribbean sun. It couldn't have been more different. Yet here they were, flag twinsies by sheer cosmic coincidence. No one copied anyone, it was just a matter of, moment in history. So what's a country to do? Redesign, of course. Both countries kept the red and blue, but added their unique symbols, maintaining the 3:5 ratio because proportions matter in flag designs just as much as it does in baking. Liechtenstein took the initiative, but Haiti, not to be outdone, went for a makeover too, introducing a white square with a coat of arms, a symbol of readiness to defend its freedom, with an arsenal that could rival any action movie's prop department. Liechtenstein decided to add a gold crown to their flag because nothing says we're unique like a bit of royal bling. It wasn't just a fashion statement, but a nod to their princely rule, and a clever way to avoid any future who wore it better moments. But what's the special connection with the prince? Well, imagine a country so friendly that once a year the big boss, aka the prince, throws a massive party and everyone's invited. Yep, that's Liechtenstein for you, rocking its National Day on August the 15th. But it's not just any day off of school or work, it's a double whammy celebration that also ties in with the Feast of the Assumption. So it's like getting 2 slices of cake when you're only expecting 1. On this day, Liechtenstein turns into party central. The prince says, come on over to my place. And the place, he means a castle. How cool is that? It's like getting an invite to the coolest kid's birthday bash, but the whole country's on the guest list. And you know it's a special day because you'll see more flags than on a flag day. They're everywhere, fluttering in the breeze, hanging from windows, and probably even in the prince's castle. So, as Liechtenstein parties it up on National Day, it's a chance to see a whole country turn up the friendship, show off their pride, and maybe, just maybe, teach the world a thing or two about how to throw a real bash. And who knows, maybe next year you'll snag an invite. Keep an eye out on your inbox. But the intrigue of Liechtenstein's flag doesn't end there. It twirls into another captivating tale, and this goes back to a football match, Liechtenstein versus England, a stage where passions flare and rivalries shine. And as the English fans geared up for their favourite pre-match ritual, booing the opposing team's anthem, a melodious mishap unfolds. The clash was not just on the field, but in the airwaves. Liechtenstein's national anthem, Up on the Young Rhine, began to play. And here's the kicker. It was a musical doppelganger of God Save the King. The crowd was caught in a melody mix-up that turned boos into bewildered silence. But speaking of England, have you ever noticed this dagger on the St George's City flag of London? Well, check out this video next to learn the interesting story behind it. Bon voyage!